Alright gang, welcome back to our Broke to Billionaire challenge on Ohio Richlands. You join me as I'm actively in the process of getting ready to spray the field we drilled in the last episode. It is raining, so we've got that issue to deal with. We don't have a whole lot of money, but we will once we sell those bales. As you know, we have silage bales sitting over there, and they should be good to go to sell. We are going to wait to sell those probably till the end, well, I say the end, until we're done with this field. This field needs to be sprayed, and it needs to be fertilized. A second application of fertilizer needs to go down on it. We'll wait till that's done because the prices are going up. It's only going to be a few bucks, but, you know, we'll take a few extra bones when we go and sell everything there. We also have some crop we potentially could sell. We likely will need to sell it. We don't have a whole lot to do today with the exception of spraying and fertilizing this field. That's really all we have to do, actually. We do have a few pallets of honey. I don't know if it's best to sell the honey right now or not. I think it's not, but we'll peek at that as well. And we'll see where we go. I'm hoping that... Give me a second here, gang. I gotta move my microphone a little bit from where I'm sitting at right now. I need to be moved. I'm hoping that the bales give us... I don't know. If we get to $105,000 from the bales, I'll be pretty happy. It still will mean that we really can't do a whole lot. We could buy a few of those smaller grass fields that I mentioned in the previous episode. But other than that, there's not really going to be a whole lot we can do, except for maybe upgrading equipment. But that's really not going to take a whole lot of time to do. So we'll have to see where we're at. We may end up having to sell some of our crop, even though I really don't want to. Because we need to do something, right? We need to be able to do something today. So, I'm hoping the bales give us a lot of money. I'm hoping the honey is an okay price so we can sell whatever we have over there. It's not going to be a ton of honey, but a few pallets maybe. Give us another $5,000, $6,000 would be nice. Maybe then we'll be able to buy something, or at least another field. It may end up, like I said, being one of those grass fields, but unfortunately that might just be the only thing we can do at this point. But I think having those grass fields are good, though. You know, I've mentioned that we'll do some animals at some point, and when I think animals with grass, I mean, the easiest one to do is the sheep, right? Cows are an option as well, but right now we don't have everything we would need to do cows. We need a bunch of straw, you know. We need all the equipment required to make hay, or at least put down a grass dryer. One of those, right? We've got all those things we have to kind of consider today. But it's really just going to depend on what kind of money we get out of those bales. And then if we end up having to sell any of our crop or not. I would think it's probably going to be best to sell a little bit of the canola if we do have to sell some of the crop. The reason for that being is that the other one is sorghum. Sorghum is great because you know, it's done quickly, but you don't make a whole lot of money off of sorghum. So around here, went around the headland. Hoping once I get around the headland here, I can go jump in to one of our other tractors, grab the fertilizer spreader, and I'm hoping I can get a worker doing the fertilizer spreading for me. You guys know, for whatever reason, I always have an issue seeing where I've been when I do fertilizer spreading. I didn't do too bad actually in the if you watched it, the episode on Friday, at least I think it would have been Friday, yeah, Friday, for you all with the Bailu playthrough. I did okay on that one. I think I might have wasted a little bit of the fertilizer, more fertilizer than I had to, because I kind of was keeping it a little bit too close, I think, to the line. So I was kind of overlapping it, but really did pretty good there. All right. So I think what I'm going to do quickly here is I'm going to put a worker on this. He might screw this all up, but put on a worker for now, and then I can at least go get the fertilizer spreader and get that underway. Now, as far as the rain goes, I don't know when it's going to stop. It looks like it's going to rain for a while. It's not going to stop till 11. So we've got We'll be dealing with a lot of rain this morning. That's good. But a lot of the times I don't really show you anything that's happening with rain. It happens to be that we can do both the fertilizing and the spraying with rain, so we might as well do so. Give it a little bit of a different feel than what you're used to. Actually, I should have. We're gonna make a quick turn, slide it around. We're gonna skid it around there. I should fill this up. We're gonna need it filled up anyway. Okay, let's try this again. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're all doing well. At the time of this recording, well, I guess I've been back a couple days now, but I just got back from my work out of the country trip. I was in Toronto for a little while, so happy to be back. Happy to be able to start making videos again. I've kind of had an itch. Oh, his tank's empty. Oh, I guess I didn't check that one. I checked this, but I didn't check that, I guess, when we came out here and started spreading. Whoops, that's a mistake on my part. Let me back this up real quick. Thought I turned it off. Evidently I didn't. Let's go fill this up. What we'll do is we'll get this all done. I'm gonna go around the headland with the fertilizer spreader, because it seems to be as if I go around the headland every single time, we have a little bit better issues. We have a little bit of a better time, less issues with our workers, as long as I have the headland done. When I don't have the headland done, they're all over the place. You've seen it many times. Now, this worker may get most of this done before I get all the way around the headland with the fertilizer spreader. This is a little bit faster, but we'll find out, I guess. So, tell you what, gang, let me get all of this this field done, and then we'll see where we're at as far as time, and then we'll take a look at the prices and start selling some stuff here, and hopefully we'll be able to buy another plot of land. It might be a smaller plot, but I'm hoping we can buy something else. All right, gang, we're finishing up here. Almost done. Worker did okay. Not perfect, but okay. There was a big strip here, obviously, that he missed that I had to touch up. And then there's a small one over there. I think it's by that tree over there, where they always have issues that we're going to have to touch up as well. But not too shabby. Didn't take too long either. About an hour of in-game time at 3 times speed. A little bit less than that, but you get the point. All right, all this rain, I was expecting the creek to rise up here. It has not done so yet. I was expecting that I might have to put our wood little bridge that we made back in, but that's not the case. But we really don't need to get over there right now anyway, so it doesn't make that big of a difference anyway. All right, that field is all done, ready to go. So let's get this back, put this away. While we're here, we can take a quick peek, excuse me, at the silage, 478. So again, it's not. It could be a little bit better, you know, $100, a little less than $100 more we could be making. But I mean, silage does not fluctuate that much, so I'm perfectly fine to sell it now because we need the money. We've got to be able to do something. So there are a bunch of pallets of honey over there. I can see them in the background, badly rendered, but I can see them back there. So we can take a look as well at the honey price. We'll do that here in just a second after I put this away. Going to be a little bit of a camera issue here for a minute, gang, so bear with me for a minute. You know this barn has those wood beams and it gets in the way of the camera. I'll do the best I can to try to keep it lower to the ground, but then it's hard to see where the heck I'm going with everything in here now. We've got so much equipment and tractors in here now. Oh, come on, hold on, there we go. I thought I was going to hit the edge there, but I didn't. I was golden. Alright, that's good enough for now. We'll leave this tractor right here for right now. And close that up for a second. We're probably going to need the skid steer if we sell the honey. We're going to need the tractor to be able to sell the bales anyway. So yeah, 8 pallets. 8 pallets of honey. Honey-wise, where's the price on honey right now? January, February is the best, so of course, it's pretty much the lowest it could possibly be. Honey does not fluctuate that much either, but it is about $500 of fluctuation, so almost $600 really. 2765. That's pretty much as low as it could possibly get, so we will not be selling the honey today, that's for sure. Although I guess we could because honey is free, right? We've already got the placeables down. We're not spending any extra money. Money's money. I guess we'll wait and see. We'll see how much we get from the, I don't know why I got into that. We'll see how much we get from the silage bales. And, you know, if we need a few extra $1,000, then maybe we'll sell it. And if we need a lot more, then we're going to have to sell some crop, like I said. Speaking of that, we'll have to take a peek and see what the crop prices are, too. I suspect they're probably as low as they can possibly get right now as well. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. $71,146. So we got a little bit over 100,000, which is what I was hoping for. I was hoping for 110 though, but okay. So that's not bad. But, well, that's the used sale market. I was looking at that earlier, off camera. I don't think that's enough for us to really buy anything, though. Yeah, we're not anywhere near. We're close to this one. I think it's ready to harvest, but the problem is I think it's carrots. So if we were to buy it, right, we need another 55,000 at least, a little more than that. 53,000 is what we need to buy that. Nope, that's wrong. That's wrong. Ignore that completely. I completely got those numbers wrong. We need that, but then we'd also have to buy the harvester for carrots. We can't rent or lease anything on this series, and I think, where are they? I think the cheapest one is in the 39,500 range. Yeah. So you're looking at, I mean, 200 grand. And I don't think we're going to get even enough to buy 2920 for the canola. 1853 for the sorghum. That's $1,000 off there, and that's not too bad on the canola. 2920, it's going up. That's only $700 off. Still a lot of money we'd be wasting though. That's not bad though. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to sell 1 load of sorghum and 1 load of canola. That's it. The rest of it we will not touch until it's the best time to sell it. We got to find something else to do today. This is going to be the shortest episode ever if I don't. So we're going to have to. That should still give us 44,000 liters of sorghum in there. It should be about 30-something of the canola, I think. And it's nice that we can just sell it here at our little container. We don't have to drive it as far. Less gas, less wear and tear, all that good stuff. So that gets us 37. We just might make it to the carrot. But at this point, if we're going to get to 200,000, I kind of want to take a peek at everything else and see if there's anything else we can buy that we can actively utilize the stuff we already have, right? Even though that's right next to us and it would be nice to have that. Ideally, we get a different field. Because that's going to be, we have to buy and a piece of equipment that we're going to use one time. I mean, I guess we could buy the drill and stuff, we could do that, but, you know. That's more expenses that we really don't want to spend right now. Okay, got us to 200,000. So, with that, let's drop this here real quick, and let's go peek at the other locations on the map, and if there's anything else we can afford to buy now. 250, not even close. Not even close. These are all going to be way too much, aren't they? Oof. 957, excuse all the trees. Buy this bigger grass field, which is a little bit closer than these smaller ones were over here. That's an option, I guess. Man, these are so expensive. We could buy that one. It is far away. What is that? Is that potatoes? It's potatoes. We can't do that one. Yeah, we can't afford any of these other fields. We can't even afford that one. We almost could afford that one, actually. But that's sugar beet. Everything we can afford are stuff that we don't have the equipment to harvest. Oh boy. I guess we're going to have to get the grass field, gang. I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. The grass field, or we do the carrots and we buy the piece of equipment to harvest it. But if we... Oh, this isn't going to work. We have to have a trailer running side by side with it. I mean, we can do it. But that's not ideal at all. That means I have to have a worker doing all of the harvesting, and I'm running next to it with the trailer. Let me think about it for a minute. Let me see if I can figure anything else out to do. Hold on. Alright, gang, I think we're going to sell the honey, even though I just went off to say that we're not going to sell it. I think we're going to. I think, if it's not, it's going to be very, very, very close. I think selling the honey will get us to the amount we need to be at to buy the carrot field and the piece of equipment. Now what we can do is, if we buy the carrot field, we harvest the carrots. It's going to take a while, but we can harvest the carrots. And when we're done with the actual harvester, we could proceed to sell it back, and we'll make a lot of that money back. Lose about $5,000–6,000 probably, but the carrots should make us a lot of money, especially if we're able to sell one load of them and then figure out a way to put some kind of cheap placeable down for them. I don't know if that exists or not. I know there's the carrot soup production, all other root crops as well, you know, beets and parsnip, but there is that option. I utilize that in the 200 horsepower challenge. It's very expensive though. Well, for the amount of money we have right now, it's very expensive for what we have currently. In the grand scheme of things, if you think about how much that is in comparison to buying one of these fields, it's actually not that expensive, but yeah. So I think, I'm hoping that this will get us there. And while, yes, I am losing money on honey by selling it now, it is just, you know, it's a constant income. I don't have to do anything. The honey just produces by itself. So let's just make sure I'm not misspeaking about this at all. If we buy this, 168,000, 42,000, is that right? Give or take a few bucks. 42,000, and the one we need, 43,000, or a one short. I can get this one, but the problem with this one is it doesn't have the extension arm, and I want the extension arm. I think it's going to be easier for me to keep up with the worker if I do the extension arm. I mean, ideally we get this one because it actually holds a certain amount in there, but yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That's just, simply put, that is not going to happen. So I guess we're going to sell a little bit more crop here. There's really nothing else we can do, I guess. I guess the only other thing we could consider is just maybe scrap that whole idea of doing the carrots and buy one of the grass fields, but we already have a nice big grass field. Do we really need two? I guess what I could do is we could buy one of the grass fields. So let me think this through for a minute. If we buy... Alright, so let's say we buy this grass field right here. 115,000. Gives us plenty of money. We can mow it, bale it, and then we can take the drill and turn it into an actual field. That might be the answer. As a matter of fact, I think that is what we're going to go with. Instead of actually going this whole route, buying something, and then more than likely selling it, because we really don't want to do root crops in a big field like that. Ideally, I'd make it in a smaller field. And maybe we'll do that eventually in this series, but right now it's more about we got to get some money going here so we can buy some more plots of land, because this series is just going to drag on if I'm not able to continue to expand. And these fields are outrageously expensive. So the more crop fields we can get, making us more money, the better. Let's do that. Let's buy this one. Alright. Let's get over there. I'll have to move all this stuff out of the way, but let's get over there, and I'll meet you guys there. Alright, we're pulling up here, gang. I went ahead and set the worker on mowing. Might as well kill two birds with one stone, right? I don't think he's going to be able to do everything. But if he can do some of it, it's going to save us a little bit of time, right? And that way we can just kind of follow along with our baler as we're making some silage. Looks like he's going to do better than I expected him to do, honestly. I'm going to wait for a minute. I'm going to see what he does here. He's going to turn around and go the other way, it looks like. Yep. That's fine. When he gets done with that, then I can flip him over to this side and we can keep on going. It is an awkward shaped field. That's for sure. It's a very, very awkward shaped field. but it should produce a decent amount of bales for us. And in the next episode, we can turn this into a field as well. It's going to be awkward, this field, for harvesting. I don't know if we're going to be able to harvest all the way to the end or not. We may not be able to. It may end up having to just stick as a grass field. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, he's blocked by an object. You kind of figured he was going to have some issues with this field since it has so many fences and everything, and it messes with you. Let me get up here to the end, and I'll take over for him for a second and see what we can get done. Field is pretty far away from our farm, so that's another issue with the harvester as well. That header's pretty massive, so if we do utilize this as an actual crop field, we are going to have to likely get a header trailer. Otherwise, we're going to be running into traffic left and right. Now, what I'm doing here, I may not even be able to get all of this. Honestly, I probably won't be able to. Because it's going to have a hard time turning against these fences. These fence posts, they're going to cause some issues. For sure. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly complete this section back here that's a little bit awkward, right? And then I can at least set the worker going on the main portion there, and hopefully he doesn't have any more issues. It's not going to be the most elegant mowing job you've ever seen, but we're going to get it done. Okay. Well, that went well. The brakes did not happen. I am stuck on the fence. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well. Oh, maybe? Maybe? Okay. Things are going well here. We're going to have to ram it and see what happens. Incoming! Well, that didn't work. I think that made it worse. Oh boy. This is not good, gang. Well, give me a minute. Let me see if I can get this fixed. Oh, we got it. We got it. That worked. Didn't even have to go off camera. I could have just stayed on. All right, we're fixed. Whew. And what a disaster that was. That tractor and this New Holland are all going to need some service after that. Holy cow. So, Z, how about you just try not to get every single angle, right? How about we just, Thank you. How about we try not to get every angle? How about we just get most of it, and then we can let the rest of it stay there. Oh, you dummy. All right, so this is going to be a long-ish time lapse, I would think, just based off of the situation of how the field is set up. But let's get this done. We'll see where we're at. We'll go from there. did it again. But we got it sorted out, but I did it again. Oh my goodness. Z, stop trying to get every piece of grass. You don't need every piece of grass. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one for a while. We may not, like I said, we may not even, matter of fact, I don't think we will. I was going to say we may not even hit all this back here with an actual crop field. We might have to do something else with this area back here. I don't know what. I guess we could put some more bees back here, but I mean the bees are only going to do so much. They're not going to be able to hit the whole field if it's back here in a section where there's really no field at. I'll have to figure something out for back there. I don't know what I'm going to do. I wish I could get rid of that fence altogether. I know why it's there. I know it's realistic to have a fence there like that, but I don't know. I just think it would be easier if I didn't sometimes. Let's get this done. All right, good progress is being made here, gang. That was a very long time lapse. I apologize, but wanted to get a lot of this done. We still have a lot to go. We're getting a lot of bales. Really, we are. It's a lot. So I think this is going to get, well, at least I would say 70% of our money back that we paid for it. Hopefully, when these bales are ready to sell. Now, I had thought about, and I might still do it, but I think our field over there will be ready to harvest next episode, or maybe the following one, the grass field over there that we bought, the big one. I thought about keeping a few of these as regular grass bales, because I think we're going to put some sheep in, probably over near that field, or even on that field. We may even utilize the same placeable that we did, or we are using, I should say, in the 200 horsepower challenge. It's cheap, it holds a lot of sheep, and it allows you to just kind of put it in the meadow, so you really don't waste a whole lot of your grass field either. So we probably will end up utilizing that one again, but we'll see. Maybe I find something better, but I doubt it. It's just it's a very, very good production for a very good, inexpensive production that allows you to have a ton of sheep and really doesn't bother the land all that much. It doesn't really do a whole lot of land manipulation. It does a little bit, but it's not. It's nothing that you couldn't mow it, right? It's not anything severe. So the worker has evidently completed, even though there is a good portion there missed, but it's just these fences and this grass field. I mean, you saw the issues. I had another issue with it I had to deal with during the time lapse. This is the grass field from hell, gang. The grass field from hell. We thought that other small one over there was bad, but this one, whew, we've got stuck 3 times in this one. The tractor's been stuck twice, and the baler's been stuck once. So as far as I'm concerned, that field over there doesn't take anything on this one. It's crazy. So when we make the actual crop field here, we probably will be leaving a good portion of grass on the edges there, so we don't have the issues with the fence as much as possible. What we're probably going to do here is I'm going to continue to bale this until we're done with the big portions of the grass that's been mowed, and then if we need a little bit more, then maybe we take care of mowing like that little strip there, or some of the little tiny areas. Maybe we attempt it, but there is a grass section here that worker missed. It's just an awkward shape, I think, and that's why it stopped. So we're gonna have to take care of that, take over for the worker, I should say, and take care of that. But yeah, we're getting a lot of bales, so this is good. This is really good. So I don't want to put another time lapse in here now, again, because we just had a nice long time lapse there. It was about 18 minutes of real time. I don't know what the time lapse would be. I don't know what that averages out to be. I would think it'd be probably around a 5-ish, 6-ish minute time lapse, which is a pretty long time lapse, honestly. I try to keep my time lapses around 3-4 minutes, if at all possible. It doesn't always happen that way, but that's really where I want them to be at. Still raining strong. It's supposed to stop around now, I think, but it's still raining strong, so who knows when it's going to stop. Hopefully sometime soon. Now, I don't think that little barn there with the straw in it is ours. I would ideally like to delete it, but I don't think it's ours. I'm just missing grass there while I'm over there talking to you guys. You're missing stuff. With the exception of the grass fields and a few of the other minor issues, like the workers being idiots, I do really like this map, and I've said this almost every single episode, I think, but there's not many maps. I think this might be one of the only ones, if the only one, I think, that are from Ohio in FS22, so just gives you a little bit more of a drive if you're able to do a series from where you're from, right? Just gives it that extra level of fun factor. Some people walking around watching me doing baling, I see. Everybody's excited. I'm out here baling. I'm going to get down here to the end, and then I'm going to jump into that tractor really quick, and I'm going to get this section over here mowed up really quick. I'm given this situation and the issues we had over there, I am not going to be going that close to the fence, if at all possible. I don't think I can delete the fence, but while we're here, let's just let's make sure that I'm correct with that statement. No, I cannot delete it. If it was in PC, I'm sure there's some kind of mod that would allow me to remove things like that. Or potentially I could just mod it myself and do that, but it's not the case, unfortunately. Mostly because I grew up on consoles, right? I'm of the age group that grew up on consoles. So my very first system was a NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, the very first Nintendo. I did play the Atari before that, but I did not own an Atari. So that tells you I'm aging myself there, but that tells you how old I am and where I come from. I'm more of a arcade and console player because of that reason. It's kind of odd to see rain in August, right? At least around here in Ohio, it doesn't rain that much in August. Right now, the time period right now when I'm recording this, it's May. Just flipped over to May, and well, I say just flipped over to May. It's been May for 7 days now. This is the 7th day of May, May 7th. But April, May, we get a lot of rain. It's supposed to rain here today. It hasn't done so yet, but it's supposed to rain here today. So. We're going to leave that there for right now. Here we go. I'm just going to touch this up a little bit here. I'm not going to go too crazy, like I said. I'm definitely not going to get close to the fences anymore. I'm just going to suffer with losing that amount of grass. It's just not even worth it. On the Dodge Ram. It was Walter White in a Dodge Ram. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, that field from hell. After I had literally just said I was not going to get too close to the fence. I just couldn't stop fast enough. Oh god, I'm such a dummy. What an idiot. Okay. Let me get all this done here, gang. I'm not going to put a time-lapse in or anything like that. We just, like I said, did a very nice long time-lapse. Let's just do a jump cut here. We'll get all this done, and when we're getting close to being... we're getting close to being towards the last bale. I will flip the camera back around. Alright, gang, I think this is the last bale that just spit out, actually. We've got a little bit of grass left, but I don't think it's going to be enough to fill up another bale, but we will pick up most of it, because we can just leave it in here, and it'll carry over the next time we mow and bale a grass field. But at least we got this field done, and now we can start turning it into an actual crop field. Just gonna have to remember whenever I do the next episode that I gotta leave a good chunk of space between the fence and our field itself if I don't want to have the same issues that I've been dealing with today to happen again to us. Quick save here. It did stop raining, as you noticed, which was nice, I guess. But it stopped raining right towards the end of us being done. So no field, it looks like, will be ready in the next episode. So I think it's a smart thing that we did it this route, honestly. It saved us a little bit of money going this path. And we got a bunch of silage bales out of it. So... really wanted to potentially get that carrot field there because it was so close to our farm, but I think in the end this was the smarter play for us. There's one little section over there I'm going to touch up really quick, but the rest of this I'm not even going to consider or worry about. It's small little scraps. It's not even going to make a difference. It's like a liter maybe at most. You can kind of see it probably, well, at least the shadows you can see from here. It's up here. I think it was on one of those passes when I was getting stuck. This section right here. And I may risk or take a chance here and try to snag a little bit more of this up back here, because this is the section where there's a lot laying down here, but alright, we'll call it that. That's fine. We'll leave it there. Alright, gang, we're going to leave the episode there. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe if you're new. It's free. Helps me out a ton. Thoughts, questions, comments, ideas? You know the drill. Let me know down below. We got a lot of bales out of this field. Actually, before we close, how many bales did we get out of this field? Oh, no, that's not going to tell me. That's bales produced. I need how many bales are... Oh, session, 21. There it is. 21 bales out of that. Pretty good. I don't know how much 21 bales is going to make us, but we'll pick all those up in the next episode, and we'll start creating our field and drill it in the next episode as well. So with that, gang, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for over 850 subscribers at the time of this recording. It's unbelievable, gang. We're going to make it to 1,000, I think, by the end of May at this point. And and absolutely incredible. I thank you all enough. I can't wait till we get to 1,000 subscribers, and I think I've got something fun planned, hopefully, as long as I can get it done in time. I have something nice planned. But with all that said, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.